my psyche. Feeling myself high-key, running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told him I'd be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back. Run it back, I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the LA Chargers. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Off-play action. Here's Hooker. They'll roll him out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll give Devon on the read option. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Hooker. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. More from LA in a moment. Herbert on first down now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. You look at this Steeler defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Herbert operating from the red zone. Complete to Johnston here. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
From the 2, here's first and goal.
Hey, easy. We'll go. Baylor Tigers.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Jahan Dotson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. And he'll get it right back to Washington. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19.
Hooker's going to throw it. And that's complete to his running back, Vaughn. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying gym football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 23. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. On 1st and 10, Hooker escaping the pressure right. And this one into the hands of Vaughn. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Up the middle, here's Sermon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
19 tight, 19 tight.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hey, go Lion.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Home troops right.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Let's go. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
5-9. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go.
Now they're going to motion Dotson to the left.
Kappa. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion. Yeah.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. On the option to give to Sermon here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
19 Tiger. 60 Bison. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos.
Hooker throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. From the gun, it's Hooker. Eluding the pressure right. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Hall. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Sermon. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Hooker. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Third down at 13. Throwing. Hooker. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Herbert going to change the play here. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And now they're in the hurry up. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Crowd right. Baylor Tiger.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Complete, it's Dodson. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Hey. Get off the field. Set.
Herbert now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. They find some open field, puts it on the carpet, it's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Hey, ram.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Home to trips right.
In motion right is Johnston.
Let's go. Ready.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Now a 2nd and 10.
Baylor Tiger. 59. Hey, Ray. Go.
Herbert. Over the middle, brought in by Dodson. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and would have some timeouts from here forward.
21. Go. Hey, count. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Sit.
To the air again, Herbert. Going right back to Dodson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Sit. Crowd right. Baylor Tiger. Let's go. Hey, go lion.
Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jahan Dotson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Between those last 2 plays, operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Here's Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Gets this complete to Butte. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 9-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think you're probably throwing here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
5-9.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Go. Hey, cap.
They snap it to Herbert. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Hooker. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll go for it. Hooker, that's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, Ram. Ready?
Once more, here's Eckler. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Dotson in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Jahan Dotson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he has hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Or the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the third quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. He's to the 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he returns it into the 45-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. 12. Go.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Pass held in by Johnston. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's got another one to Johnston. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid.
Good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Now Herbert with it. Look, open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Chargers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring it down. The offense on third down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. And some room to roam that. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run and try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And unable to connect, they don't get the 2-point conversion here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that's shot, it winds up falling incomplete. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
He got 29 yards that time. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Complete, it's Dodson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
3rd and 2. Herbert back to the air. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll look to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down, it's Vaughn. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And quickly they get to the line. Now back to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Hooker. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up third.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to